Hello there, beautiful people. I'm back today, September the 14th, for our daily guidance. And it's been a long time, so I'll do one of these and wait for your feedback. Hit the subscribe button, and you'll be notified of my videos. If you like, hit the like button. Give me some feedback, give me a comment. Email right now, send to my ccgypsy8@gmail.com. My website's down at the moment. I got some work to do there, so it'll be back up in about a week. So just do the CC Gypsy email. So here we go. We'll divide. What's our guidance today? So in the north, the east, illumination, the south, innocence and inner child, the west, introspection, the place of the woman, and the north is our inner wisdom. Live from south to the north, and then the spirit world goes east to west. We honor above, below, and within. Okay, and today we have for a path, sacred path. It's always a sacred path. Every day we're on our sacred path. Our lives are sacred, remember? Every path we walk is sacred then. The whirling rainbow, unity, wholeness achieved, bringing back all our parts together. We get scattered out there, all our energy scattered around, and bringing all those energies back into us. Learning how we can do that. I just heard that last night, I was talking about that. And with stealth. Okay, Weasel says he could pickpocket the creator's pockets and leave the creator contemplating the divine navel, right? So it's that stealthy ways, finding ways. Sometimes we need to be sneaky with ourselves, right? Like for myself, to do my self-care, right, is for somebody else. So how do we trick ourselves into making ourselves be whole, right? So it's not tricking anybody else, making anybody believe anything else. Not believing what anybody else sees in us. It's about what we see in us. We know when our unity and wholeness is achieved, right? And we can do that work stealthily. Like nobody can see when you're doing that inner work. You can do that inner work anytime. It's like those PC squeezes or Kegel exercises. Nobody knows when you're doing them. Okay, so then our female energies for today. Our path and totem there is the dream time. Look, we've got the 33, so we can build ourselves in an unlimited vision of ourselves, the vision that we have. And look at that, we got the 18 and 19. The prayer and abundance, being grateful for what we already have and what dreams we have made come true. And sometimes they're not in the same way that we think, right? Even in the little tiniest, smallest ways, we can see the shifts and that what we do and honor ourselves. Okay, take my evening primrose oil, and I noticed it does make a big difference. That was a self-care I did for a while, and when I wasn't taking it for a couple cycles, it had the effect. So sometimes, if you're not sure something you're doing is actually having a change, then stop doing it for a little bit and see that it does make a difference. Sometimes we need to stop that, because sometimes the difference is, and we start to feel better over time, that we don't realize what that's doing for us. So at least that's what I learned from that myself with that evening primrose oil, that I started feeling all the cycles, because it really balanced me out. And I'd been doing it for like 2 years. I'd been consistently taking, we'll try and stand them all up, excuse me. I've been consistently taking those evening primrose and then having them for a couple cycles. I noticed a huge difference. So those are just little things. Maybe, hey, it might work for you. You know, sometimes we don't notice how big of a change we have made because it's just been so subtle over time. If we look back and reflect, right, the abundance that we've gained in our lives, the abundance of wisdom and knowledge, right, and we send those prayers up in gratitude. Anything we're having a hard time releasing too, we can send that up to help us to get that unity and wholeness. Okay, male side, actions. Again, no action. It's time to take that reflection, right? It's that doing energy. Here we go, double woman medicine on the male side. We've been unbalanced in that doing instead of just being, right? And we're spreading our energies all over the place. We need to bring that in, bring that back to ourselves where it's needed most. Goodness, yeah. As women really need to do that, because we've, tried to make it into man's world, right? Well, we're humans. We're humans. We're all man, We're all man. And we all have the female and male energies. We need more of that creativity instead of that action, right? But we need both in balance, right? Of course, it's balance. But it's time for that reflection. So today, take a look get in touch with that woman medicine, that playfulness. Recheck on your goals. See which goals you've already achieved in ways that you didn't. Sometimes you have to look back and go, no, I actually did get that. It actually did happen. It just wasn't the way I was expecting. Right? Reminds me of an old joke or something. There's a flood happening and all the city's being, what's that called? Evacuated. There's one man in his house, man or woman, doesn't matter. And a neighbor comes, okay, they're evacuating. Do you want to come? He's like, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. So then the water comes up and he has to go up to the second floor of his house, and somebody pulls a boat up to his second floor window and says, oh my goodness, it's getting deeper. Come in my boat. We can get to the higher ground. There's almost nobody left here. He says, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. The water keeps coming up. He's got to go up to his roof. And there was one last boat comes by. Says, we're the last boat, hop in, buddy, or, you're going to drown. He says, nope, I'm waiting for God to save me. Well, water comes up over his head and he drowns. And he's up and he's talking to God. God, why didn't you save me? And God said to him, I sent you 3 boats. So, how are we looking at it, right? Everyday people are our angels. We are our own angels. It all works through us. Unlimited vision of who we are, right? Balancing, being thankful, being grateful, and looking at where we are now and how far we have come. And, reset our goals from there. Look at some goals might not serve us anymore. Oh, look inside. How's it balancing in you? How are you balancing your being with your doing? Have a blessed day. Much love. Big heart hugs. Peace.